Minnesota Dirt. It is the 20th of June, and this is how we're starting this video. I really wasn't expecting to be racing tonight. Was planning on running Deer Creek tomorrow, and they canceled already due to the heat index. Apparently we're gonna have a 100-degree heat index tomorrow. So I guess we're fair racers now. Which is whatever. I got plenty of housework to do. But, so what that means is after I've been away for the last 4 weekends or so with AT and Army stuff, Dad built me a new body. And then Wednesday night, got the body slammed on the car. And then Thursday night, I went through suspension and stuff. And again, I wasn't planning on racing tonight, but a little phone call with Billy, and he kind of talked me into it. And then as soon as Deer Creek canceled, I was like, all right, I gotta race tonight, or it'll be like 5 weekends that I haven't raced in a row. So, car's back together. As you know, that weekend at Deer Creek, I mean, we totally took off the whole left side. But now we got that whole fancy classic thing that all the cool kids are doing. Kind of like what Billy did. Except for Billy's a little more on a budget right now. So I guess he only did quarters, not the door. So you kind of have like this little transition of gloss black to satin black, which is cool, I guess.
After I wipe it down W4, you can't even tell.
But yeah. I already went and...
I just don't plan on ripping my door off.
I don't really plan on that either, but...
Why'd you do it?
Yeah. So...
Did you add some hood pins?
Yeah, we did have some hood pins here.
Perfect.
As you can see here, we got Billy's great body work that he did. This is still how it was at Deer Creek.
Yep.
So good job, Billy. I can see the diamond plate each side to hammer it on. But
well, you know,
when you're on a time crunch.
It's better than what it was.
But yeah, we got hood pins here now instead of here. So now it goes
through this?
Yeah.
Smarter.
And Dad made these holes so precision tight that even if I lost the hood pins, it's still a pain in the butt to get this panel off. I had to fight it today.
You know, if you would have done something like that in the first place, you probably wouldn't have had any of the damage that you did, just saying.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, no, it's all self-induced. It was Harper Quinn's birthday yesterday. So she's an adult now, 4 years old. Hi, honey. She's panting a little hard, but I've been feeling her. She doesn't feel too hot. Yeah, we didn't bring the RV today, sadly not. But she doesn't feel hot. So don't worry about her panting. We got her ice. Actually, the ice already melted, so it looks like she needs to top off of ice. We got my beautiful girlfriend here, Elizabeth. She curled her hair just for special luck today. I appreciate that. But most important, my other girl has finally made it back to the track. Got it all fixed up again. I had a bad fuel line issue, but got it fixed. Yeah, that's about it, man. Drew myself 81, drew Billy 35, passing points tonight. This is also, oh man, this isn't good. What memorial race is this?
Fensky.
Huh?
Fensky.
Fensky is the Fensky Memorial. $2,500 to win tonight. Actually, $24.99 because his number was 99. But yeah, my car is ready to go. Billy's still getting himself situated.
Some of us have to work for a living.
Alright, man, you can take leave whenever you want to, can't you?
You had the last 2 days off, didn't you?
I did have Juneteenth, and I said, you know what, I might as well make it a 4-day weekend.
Heck yeah.
And use a little bit of my annual leave that I earn by working. So, all right, well, we'll get things going here so we can make a hot lap. So at least I'm gonna go a hot lap.
I was a little aggressive on the brake. brakes just to try to break them in. They're brand new. got the smallest one in there. So you can tell the difference?
I didn't have enough motor.
You can tell the difference then, huh? How'd it handle? Huh? Way better? Good. That's a hot tire. Alright. Just don't film under here, alright? This is top secret stuff. So camera up. Camera up. But it was a camera up. Back up. Hey. Had to teach you how to film. No, I'm sorry. You're doing a good job, honey. Alright, but it's a pretty good heat race, I'll take it. Car's a lot better. Mr. Keith Foss has already been so awesome and helpful today. Honestly didn't expect him to come over today, and he right away dove into the car and started going through things with me, teaching me a ton already. And so he did a couple changes to the car for me, and the car night day did way better. So we're gonna hopefully keep moving in the right direction. I passed the car, but I also got passed, so I just stayed fifth. So I don't know, that probably put me mid-back of the feature, maybe towards the back. But we're going in the right direction. I've been out of the car for a month, so
to say about that?
He didn't really give a clear answer on weight.
Yeah.
Kind of avoided that topic.
I mean, left rear drive, or left rear, bite, let's say. The more left rear bite, the freer you are in, the tighter you are coming out.
Oh, that tire.
Good job, man. We got our money worth out of that one. A nice new body.
Rat, man. So much for classic. Well, you can wreck classic quarter pounds.
No, that's not right. As soon as they undo it, it'll go boing, and we just put it back in.
Tore through every hole.
That's all right.
Cracked.
That's a bigger washer. Put some washer.
When you get to a 2-inch washer, it's too big.
That's why Billy doesn't like the holes.
Wait, you know what they say? The closer you run to the wall, the less it hurts.
Unless you hit it with the front.
Yeah, there was one time when I went to the bottom, that was because I hurt up. I was like, oh, I just caught the right rear of the wall. I'm like, wow, this ain't worth being up here. I should learn how to run the bottom.
Like I said, I mean, but that's where, like, you were safer on the top. Angst and all them guys are kind of running middle bottom.
And crazy, I really thought, like, how this thing felt on the top there. I was like, dude, I really feel like I should be just passing people, actually pulling them off the wall. Because, I mean, I didn't really have to. The first few times I was up there, I was pretty wide open. And then I was like, all right, maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm too gun holding the throttle. I think I'm feeling traction, but maybe I'm not actually cracked up. So I started staying back going in and trying to be a little easier on the throttle. I honestly didn't seem like my pace changed at all. But it's a heck of a lot better than it was before.
Oh, good. We're going the right direction.
Yeah. At least I could say it was tight going in.
They said it was free.
No, tight in, free off. Alright, well, I'm going to make this our closing portion here. So, I think we finished dead last. Actually, no, a couple cars pulled off. So, not dead last. But, I'll take it.
In all 30 laps.
In all 30 laps. No tires popped off. That's a plus.
Hood stayed on.
Hood stayed on. All connecting rods stayed in their designated holes. Feel bad for Billy. So, alright, but thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps us out huge, so please hit that subscribe button. Help us hit 3,000 subscribers. Also, check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Check you next time, Minnesota Dirt.